What is good with y'all, man? So today I'm going to be giving you guys my final review of Madden 21. Now basically, um the main thing that's going to do it for me, my real final overall review is going to be the MUT, because I play MUT. Most of you guys that watch me play MUT. So that's really, I'm going to go over everything, but for the most part MUT is going to be really what my determination of what I think of Madden 21. All right. But let's start with all the other stuff, the yard and all that stuff. Get it out the way. Just, give it a little breakdown, right? So first up, the yard, right? It was heavily hyped up, right? EA hyped it up like crazy going into Madden 21, right? And it was a huge flop. I mean, it sucked, right? I don't think I'm gonna be bashing everything. Once we get to the MUT part, you guys are gonna be surprised. I'm not gonna bash it completely, right? But the yard, it was a waste of time. It's gonna be in Madden 22 as well, and I think it's a waste, right? It's what we thought it was gonna be. It was nothing like it. So not a fan of the yard. I don't think you guys like the yard either, so we'll leave it at that. All right. What's next? Superstar KO. I honestly don't understand. I've played it once in Madden 20, and I'll be honest, I don't know why that's in Madden. I mean, I just want someone, let me know, like, have you legit sat there and just played Superstar and KO and been like, this is amazing, I'm never gonna stop. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know why they add these funky ass game modes. Like, just, you know what I mean? Just, I don't get it. But yeah, Superstar KO is also terrible. From Madden 20 to Madden 21, it's the same thing, isn't it? I don't think it's any different. I haven't played it in Madden 21, so I don't know. I'm sure it isn't that much different. So Superstar KO is just, I think, also a waste of space. Next up, Face of the Franchise. Face of the Franchise it's a waste of space. I'm just gonna keep it. It's a waste of space. I really don't see a point of it. I just don't get it. I don't get what the point of it is. Like, isn't like, why can't they just have like franchise go with the Face of the Franchise? Why do they have to make it a whole separate thing? I don't really understand it, right? I think anyone that plays Madden, right, they just play franchise. I don't think they play the Face of the Franchise, right? I don't really even understand the Face of the Franchise, right? I know a lot of people play franchise, right? But I don't know anyone that plays Face of the Franchise. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's a difference. So those three game modes, in my opinion, Face of the Franchise, the yard, and Superstar KO, I think they should just be eliminated from Madden, period. Like, just take them out. I think it's a waste of time. So they could put the dev team on something that actually matters, right? So yeah, I don't know, right? But the next three game modes we're going to, or the game modes I think need to stay in Madden and are actually, they're the game modes that make Madden, right? So we got franchise, just straight franchise, right? Franchise in Madden 21 sadly, it's a copy and paste, right? It's a copy and paste from Madden 20. I can't speak on Madden 19. I didn't play Madden 19. I'm sure it isn't that much different than Madden 18. The last couple years, it's really just been copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste. Except for Madden 22. Madden 22, they did a whole rehaul. Franchise actually looks pretty good. So hopefully it's, for the boys out there that play franchise, hopefully it isn't bad for y'all. But sadly, Madden 21 franchise is pretty much the same as Madden 20. Literally, it's the exact same. Like, there's really nothing different about it besides some roster updates and shit. And obviously, gameplay's a little different. But besides that, it's the exact same. So, not really much to say about it. The fact that they just didn't change anything with it. So that's franchise, right? Next up, we have regs. Regs, in my opinion, I think we can all agree on this, right? Madden 20 regs is better than Madden 21 regs, and the reasoning is because the whole gunslinger thing, right? You kind of need it. They made that a pretty big emphasis this year in Madden 21. You need gunslinger. You needed to throw the ball. Which there's only one team that gets it on regs, right? Green Bay. So guess what team everyone's gonna be using, right? Green Bay, right? I actually, I'll go back and forth. I'll use Green Bay, I'll use Tampa, just because Tampa's got really good tight ends and Brady gets higher out master, so I can kind of like work with it. But besides those two teams, everyone else is unusable, just because the throwing animations. Like the Ravens, I'll be honest, you can't use Lamar. I want you to use the Ravens and regs and try to throw the ball at Lamar. It's literally impossible. Like, it's insane. Like, And it's gonna be like that in Madden 22, sadly, because you know Gunslinger is gonna be back. So I wouldn't be surprised if Regs is pretty much the exact same again for 22, which sucks because I like Madden 21's Regs, but I mean, I don't know. You guys let me know what you think about Regs. I just, cause I you know, Regs is usually mostly used for tournaments and money games. It's just competitive Madden. That's really what Regs is. Not a lot of people just sit down and play Regs, so that's why, you know, Green Bay and Tampa are pretty much the only teams that have probably used it all, right? I mean, but it is what it is. Obviously, there's unrestricted teams you could use, right? If we're talking about like competitive Madden, or you could use it where it would ban Green Bay, Tampa, and all them. But I don't know. Regs, hopefully next year they I don't know. Hopefully they just make it, you know, the throwing animations aren't shitty for people that don't have Gunslinger. So yeah, but in my overall Madden 21 Regs, I think it was a little bit of a it went down a little bit from Madden 20. I'll say that, right? All right, so last up we got MUT, the big one. And MUT is really gonna be the determination for me, like my overall opinion of 21, right? Man, because I play MUT. That's what I do. I play MUT, right? So this is really gonna be like what I think of Madden, what I'm gonna think about Madden 21 overall, right? I'm not gonna think about the yard. I'm not gonna think about franchise or any of that shit. No, I'm gonna think about MUT. So overall though, MUT, where do we start, right? Like content throughout the whole year, it's pretty good. I mean, we got content throughout the entire year, right? And you're probably saying, well, we didn't get any for the summer, but that's because they drop fucking guys with like 99 speed in fucking December because they got physical chems that get them to 99 speed and all that shit. Those need to be taken out, but that's a story for another time, right? But we still got content throughout the summer for being technical, right? Ultimate Legends, power up expansions, like that all didn't stop till this week. Like Friday after that, there's officially no more content, which it's what? July? No, that's gonna be what? The 17th? I think it's the 17th. So that's pretty good. That's because Madden comes out what, the 12th, August 12th. So that's pretty good in my opinion. Content was huge this year, right? If we're looking at it for Madden 20, way more content this year than Madden 20, way more content. So that was a dub, right? Gameplay wise, in my opinion, it was better than Madden 20, right? And the reason is because Madden 20, it was literally send 9 or 8, blitz 9 or 8 people, put 3 deep blues, and just run in the circle with your user, and then that was literally that game. And you're probably saying, well, Madden 21 it's kind of like the opposite now, you know, send 1 or 2 and just set your zone drops and put everybody back. But I mean, I'll be honest, I think this is better than Madden 20. And Madden 20, it was literally just spam stretch, spam run, spam run. Like, it wasn't like run dots, it was just spam run. Like, there was no run dots, right? So overall gameplay content wise, I think MUT is way better than it was in Madden 20. And just, you know what I mean, just overall, like, so many teams like were able to be used. Just, you know what I mean, we just got so much stuff, I felt like, right? And then that's the way I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna look at it as, you know what, Madden 21 wasn't terrible, right? It wasn't perfect. You got to realize it isn't gonna be perfect, right? Because we got the 3 stooges making the game: Kralo, Clint, and Marku, the 3 stooges. You got, right? And let's break down these idiots just for 1 second, right? We got Clint Oldenburg. If you don't know who he is, bro, he is basically the gameplay guy. This is the guy with gameplay, right? The you know, whatever the meta is, Clint, right? Just think of Clint, right? Kralo's the community manager, right? He basically his voice is just not heard by anybody at the dev team because he doesn't really make a difference. Like, he doesn't make any difference as a community manager. He basically doesn't do anything, right? No one at EA does anything, right? And then you got Marku. I don't think anybody knows what Marku does. I don't think a soul knows what Marku does, right? Just he is just like, he just goes to work, drinks his coffee, eats his donut, and goes home. Like, he don't do anything. Like, I swear to God, he doesn't, right? But yeah, right, Madden 21 is better than Madden 20. That's what I gotta say. I can't speak on Madden 19 because I did not play Madden 19, but what I can say is Madden 21 is better than Madden 20. If I had to give Madden 21 a review out of 10, Madden 20, I'll say this: I'll give Madden 20 like a 6, or I'd give Madden 20 like a 5 or a 6 on a scale of 1 to 10. Madden 21, I'd maybe give it a 7. maybe a 7. You know what I mean? 7. I feel like 7's pretty good. You know what I mean? It was good, right? There was some issues on gameplay, but overall wasn't terrible. And we're gonna look back on it and say, you know what, Madden 21 wasn't bad, because we're gonna get one Madden watch that's gonna be a fucking mess. I'm telling you right now, right? We need NCAA ASAP. I'll tell you that, because NCAA is gonna be made by a brand new dev team. Could be kind of nice, but that's basically it. My Madden 21 review wasn't terrible, right? Will Madden 22 be better? I don't know. We're just gonna have to find out for that one. I don't know, because you never know with EA Sports what they're gonna do. You know, you never know. So that is gonna do it though, boys. Like, comment, subscribe, man. If you haven't already, please go ahead and drop me a follow over on Twitch. It's the same as my YouTube, That Bull Chris. The gameplay that you guys are actually watching right now while I've been talking this whole time is from my live streams. I stream every night. This is from last night. So yeah, go ahead and drop me a follow over there. But that is gonna do it though, boys. Your boy is out.